What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And today, there's not a lot of jokes, and yes, we talk about news, but I have something that might be a little bit more serious to talk about today. And it's saving Mopar. And I have a way that it can be done, and Stellantis can't do anything about it. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I'm spitball thinking, and I'm like, you know what? I'm an investor. I am regularly in the stock market. I hold Tesla. I hold some Ford stock. I hold stock in a lot of different companies, right? In my little portfolio, I'm a little bit higher risk than most, right? And I noticed that Stellantis had four major investors, or what they call whale investors, that own parts of the company. And I said, you know what? We know how to get Carlos Tavares out of there. I know how to make this happen where they don't have a choice in the matter. And it's by hostily taking over the company. If everybody is extremely passionate about Mopar or Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram, it shouldn't be anything with the stock price at Stellantis at $20. You might remember a few years back during COVID when some hedge fund managers tried to do a short squeeze on GameStop. There was an individual called Super Kitty, or whatever his username is on Reddit, that literally effed those hedge fund guys and started a retail investment revolution. Now, I have to say this up front. I don't have a Series 7. I'm not a stockbroker. This is not financial advice. But what if we were to create a group? We call that group whatever we want. And what if every single one of us that loves the brand, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, bought a share? And we have hundreds of thousands of Mopar fans in America, and we're all in the same group, and we all buy the shares. And then you have representatives that would manage or, speak for the group. I think it would be extremely plausible that enough of us could buy enough shares that are publicly available, and maybe even buy out some of the whales, the four that hold a majority of the shares, or get them to work with us to separate Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram away from Stellantis. Basically take the equity or split the company in half. I think it's this is the most realistic concept, possibility to save Dodge. And I think it could go huge. I think it could go huge. And there'd be some people we would immediately bring on board. I would bring on people that don't even like each other. Meaning, I would bring on people that have business acumen that are in this space, but I would also bring in other people that have, the credibility and the face and the namesake of the Mopar brand. And I'm talking about guys like Kevin Van Voris. I'm talking about guys like Herman, aka Demonology. I'm talking about, I could go all the way down the list of guys that maybe don't have millions of subscribers, but are passionate about the brand. Some of them don't even like each other. Mod to Fame, bring Mod to Fame in. Working with the racing division. There's literally things that we could do as a group, especially those of us that are YouTubers, that could push this idea, create this group, and push this group to buy enough shares that we have say on what happens at the company. We could force out that World Economic Forum plant and Carlos Tavares and get him the F up out of here. We could put people in place that are brand conscious to do what needs to be done. We could bring back people, and I know some people don't like Tim Kuniskis, and I get it, I understand, but you have to understand that he only had the ability to do what he wanted to do at Dodge if the higher ups said it was okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, bring in some of these people that have a passion for the brand. And here's a shocker. I'm not even saying abandon the electric side, but at least put the engineers here where they have the ability to not make it a friggin' disaster, because that's what it is right now. It's an absolute disaster with these foreign engineers trying to figure out electrical stuff that are built in China, that are shipped in here, that are put together, and it's a mess. And there's a reason why the Charger is delayed. I think it's going to fail anyway. There's a reason why you're not going to see the Wagoneer S anytime soon, right? It's a mess, but it's not unsavable yet. You know, they said that about AMC and GameStop too. Remember that? Look what GameStop is doing now. Granted, it's behind a bunch of retail investment. I understand that. Why can't we create that same movement for Mopar? There's no excuse. All of you fucking scumbags, that investor Fs that bought Demon 170s to put them in bubble wrap, all you guys that bought those Demon 170s to put them in bubble wrap and sit them in storage units, I'm talking to you idiots too. Because you know damn well, if the company goes belly up and it's completely gone, your car or what you have, what you think is an investment, no, buddy, it's a wrap. And there's a reason why we're seeing these cars sell under MSRP. I just did a post on Instagram, and I'll do a couple of posts here on YouTube about that as well. But if you're serious, and you're a serious Mopar fan, pump the shit out of this video. I want to see. I want to know if you think we should take over Stellantis as an investor group. Hostily take that shit over. Buy so many shares that our voice matters. We can be on the board of directors and be like, no, this is how things are going to go. If you want to see that happen, smash that thumbs up button. Because I think it's an actual possibility. I think it's something that could easily be done if we all have the wherewithal to do it. And here's the thing. If you're a Mopar fan, you buy a t-shirt for 20 bucks. What's buying one share of Stellantis stock? Now, I know you're going to say, TK, you could be promoting the company and then they're going to be winning. They're going to be making money. Yes, in the short term. Yeah, if we all buy in, yeah, they have some good cash flow on their books. But again, as I said, if we become the largest investment group in Stellantis and we're based right here and we all use our voices as YouTubers and Mopar people, our Facebook pages, our Instagrams, and we take this shit, then we take it. We don't ask for nothing. We take it. And once we have it, we can make whatever we want with it. We can go back to making Hellcats. We can do whatever. Because at that point, when we get to that point, then we get to influence other things that happen here in the United States. We have the money behind a brand, behind a major corporation. We get to be kingmakers, so to speak. Not talking politics, but you know where I'm going with this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Am I being too pie in the sky? I don't think so, because I've seen the model happen before. We watched it happen with GameStop. Why don't we do it and take over Mopar, take over Dodge, take over Chrysler, take over Jeep, take over Ram, take over Stellantis, and do it ourselves? Something to think about. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, stay petty, my friends. Whoopee!